The question I'm doing from a biology final, part 2, is I am explaining how the processes of photosynthesis and cellular respiration are complementary to each other. Before we can get to the process, the reader needs to know what both these processes are, both photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Photosynthesis is where the energy of sunlight is converted to the chemical energy and produces sugars and other organic molecules. Cellular respiration is the aerobic harvesting of chemical energy from organic molecules. Now, that supplies two questions. What are organic molecules and what's aerobic harvesting? Well, aerobic harvesting means that cellular respiration needs oxygen. Oxygen is needed to allow the process to go. Organic molecules are molecules that contain carbon and hydrogen. So an example of that would be glucose, because glucose contains oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon, with carbon and hydrogen being the ones you need. An example of an inorganic molecule, which is molecules that don't have carbon or hydrogen, would be NaCl. Both these processes are complement each other. Photosynthesis uses water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight, which allows it to produce carbon and oxygen. Cellular respiration gives off chemical energy, and that chemical energy is ATP, which is another question the reader might have. ATP is called the currency of the cell, and so that energy is produced to make everything in your body run. It is important to process the photosynthesis as it produces water and carbon dioxide, and water and carbon dioxide again is needed by photosynthesis, which allows photosynthesis to produce carbon dioxide and water, allowing the process to continue to be ongoing. There are two important factors that allow both these processes to occur. Those are the mitochondria and the chloroplast. The mitochondria are found in many eukaryotic cells, organisms with a clearly defined nucleus. Now, some might say, well, why not prokaryotic cells? Prokaryotic cells do not have a clearly defined nucleus. They might have something like a nucleus, but it's not centered. It's all around the cell. Those eukaryotic cells are such as ourselves. It provides nutrients and energy to the cells, but most importantly, allows the process of photosynthesis to continue on. Photosynthesis only occurs in the chloroplast, which can only be found in eukaryotic plant cells, so we do not have chloroplast. And they're also found in some algae and fungi. It produces energy, allowing the plant to be healthy and grow. Now, the second part of this question, what are the equations? Photosynthesis. Again, we talked about how photosynthesis needs carbon dioxide and sunlight. Carbon dioxide is 6 CO2, so it needs 6 carbon dioxides. And H2O is water. It needs 6 of those to create glucose and 6 oxygen. It also needs sunlight, which the equation would be sunlight plus 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O creates glucose and oxygen. Now, what do those two look like? Well, we can see that in the cellular respiration equation. Glucose is C6H12 and O2 plus 6 O2 is then converted into what we talked about before, carbon dioxide and water, which are 6 CO2 and 6 H2O. That's how both these are complementary to each other, and they're important in the processes of providing us with oxygen and allowing the earth to continue to grow.